Hey everyone, today we are going to solve the daily LeetCode challenge of 5th March 2024, and the problem statement is minimum length of string after deleting similar ends. So let us first understand the problem statement. So according to the problem statement, we have been given a string S and it can contain only A, B and C. So it means that you won't find any other character except A, B, C present in string S. Okay, and what we have to do is we have to select a prefix and a suffix. Now, what is a prefix and what is a suffix? So a prefix is the front part of the string, correct? So if we'll see that if we'll select this A, then this A is a prefix of the string S. And if we'll select this A, then this A is the suffix of the string S, correct? So prefix is something which is present at the front part of S, and suffix is something which is present at the end part of S, okay? Now, there is a condition for selecting this prefix and this suffix. What is the condition? The condition for selecting prefix is all characters that we have selected for prefix, all character of prefix must be same. And similarly for suffix, the condition is that all character of suffix must be same. Now, what do I mean by this? Say for example, if I have selected this as prefix, then can I select this as prefix according to this condition? The answer is yes. Why? Because what have they said? They have said that all the characters of prefix must be same. So what are the characters present in our prefix? The character is A and A. Are these two same? So these are same. So we can select A as a prefix. Now my question is, can I select B as the prefix? That is this one as the prefix? The answer is no. Why? Because what are the characters that are present in my prefix? It's A and B, correct? We are having two A's and a B. So what was the condition? It was that all characters of prefix must be same. So are all characters same? No, because A and B are not same, correct? So we can't select B as the prefix. So at a time we can select A as a prefix. Similarly, for suffix, the condition is that all character of suffix must be same. So can I select this A as a suffix? The answer is yes, because what are the characters present in my suffix? It's only A. And all the characters are same, right? Because all the characters present in my suffix is A. So I can take A as a suffix. But can I take BA as a suffix? The answer is no. Why? Because what are the characters present? What are the characters present in my suffix? It's B and A. Are these two characters same? The answer is no. So I can't take B and A as a suffix at the same time. Correct? Now, what they have mentioned in our question is that once we have selected a prefix and a suffix, then if characters of prefix is same as character of suffix, then what we can do is we can delete character of both ends, right? Now, what does this mean? This means that you can see over here in S, if we select AA as a prefix, correct? If we select AA as prefix, so let's say this is our prefix. And if I select this A as a suffix, so let's say our suffix is A. So what have they said? They have said characters of prefix is same as character of suffix. So what is the character of prefix? We are using AA. So in prefix, what is the common character? It's A, right? And in suffix, what is the character? In suffix also we are having A. So they said that character of prefix is same as character of suffix. So yeah, the character of prefix is A and the character of suffix is also A. So what can we do? We can delete character of both ends. It means that we can delete both the prefix as well as suffix. So in that case, what we are going to do? We are going to remove this prefix and we are going to remove this suffix from the given string S. So if we will remove this prefix and the suffix, what we will be left with? We will be left with this particular string, right? We'll be left with BCCAB. Okay. Now, in the question, it's mentioned that we can perform this particular operation. We can perform this particular operation any number of times. Any number of times. Okay. So what does it mean by any number of times? So it means that until and unless we are going to select a prefix and we are going to select a suffix such that all characters of prefix is same and all character of suffix are same, in that case, if the character of prefix is same as the character of suffix, then what we'll do? We'll delete both the ends. So we can do this any number of times. Fine. And after doing this n number of times, what we have to do? We have to return the minimum length of string after deleting the similar ends. That what is the minimum length of string which we will be achieving at the end after performing this operation n number of times. Okay, so let us continue the same for this particular example. Let's say in P we are storing our prefix and in S we are storing our suffix. Okay, so if we are selecting the prefix, then first of all we'll be able to select only A. We can't select AAB. Why? Because all characters of prefix must be same, correct? So we are selecting A as the prefix, and for our suffix, what it would be? It would be only A. Fine. Now, what was the condition? We were supposed to check if the character of prefix and the character of suffix is same or not. So what is the character that we are having in the prefix? It's nothing but A. And what is the character we are having in our suffix? It's nothing but A. So are these two same? Yes, these two are same. So what are we going to do? We are going to delete both of them. So we are going to delete this A and this A. So now we are left with this string. Okay. Now what are we going to select as our prefix? Now we can select this B as our prefix. And for our suffix, we can select this B. Okay. Now what is the character of the prefix? It's B. What is the character of the suffix? It's also B. Are these two same? So these two are same. So what are we going to do? We are going to delete both of them. So we'll delete this B, we'll delete this B. So we are left with now CCAC. So this is our new string. Okay. So now what is our prefix? Our prefix would be CCC. Why? Because all the characters are same, right? For the prefix. So our prefix would be CC. And what would be our suffix? It would be only A. So it would be only A. Now what is the character of our prefix? It's C. What is the character of our suffix? It's A. So are these two same? These two are not same. Okay. What was our condition? Our condition was that if these two are same, then only we are going to delete them, right? So the moment we'll get that the prefix is not equal to suffix, what does it mean? It means that we are not going to perform any more operations, correct? Look, here what we said that we can perform this particular operation any number of times. And when were we supposed to do this operation? When the character of prefix and character of suffix was same. And if at any moment we'll find that the character of prefix and the character of suffix are not same, like in this example, the character of prefix and suffix is not same. So at that very moment, we will stop and we won't perform this particular operation anymore. Okay. And then what we are going to do, we are simply going to return the length of the string that we would be left with. And that would be the minimum length of string after deleting similar ends. Okay. Because we are not getting any more similar ends, right? We are not getting any more similar ends because this end is having CC, this end is having A. So these two ends are not similar, so we can't delete them, right? So we will be simply returning that particular length. So what is the length? We had CCA. So what is the length? 1, 2, 3. So the length is 3 and the answer would be 3 for this particular test case. Okay, so now let's see how are we going to solve this problem. So it would have been clear to you all that we have to keep track of the prefix and the suffix. So how are we going to do that? So for that, we are going to use two pointers, start and end. So start will keep track of prefix and end will keep track of suffix. Now, until we have start less than end and the character present at start is equal to the character present at the end. Okay, so what we will do until this condition holds, what we'll do is we have to first take a prefix, right? So how are we going to take a prefix? Say for example, the particular element at our start is A. So how long are we going to take a prefix? Until all the characters after this are A, correct? So we need to keep track of the current character, right? So let's say we are going to take a character which will be current. So in current, what we'll store? We'll store this A. So until s of start is equal to this current, what we will do? We will simply increment start. Now what do I mean by until? Until means while. Correct. Now we'll check while s of start is equal to current, what we'll do? We'll increment start. So we will say that what is the value present at our start? The value present at our start is A, right? It would be s of start. So what is the value present at s of start? It's nothing but A. Fine. So is s of start equals to current? So s of start is A. Yeah. So what we'll do? We will increment the start pointer. So our start pointer would be now here. Now again we'll check that is s of start equals to current. So s of start is equal to current. What is current? Current is a. So is s of start equal to a? So it's a, right? So what we'll do, we'll increment start. So our start will now point to b. Now we'll check, is s of start equal to current? Now what is s of start? S of start is b. Is b equals to a? So no, it's not equal. So we will come out of this while loop. Now you can see that we have got the prefix. What is the prefix? It's a. Correct. Now the same we are going to do for the suffix. So what we will do, we will say that while s of end, while s of end is equal to current, what we will do, we'll simply do end minus minus so as to get our suffix. Now our end is present at a, right? What is current? Current is also a. So is s of end is equal to a? So yeah, it's a. So what we'll do, we'll decrement end. So our end will point here. Now we'll see that is s of end equal to current. What is s of end? S of end is now b. So is b equals to current? Current is a. Is b equal to a? So no, b is not equals to a. So we will come out of this while loop as well. So now we have got the suffix as well. And what is the suffix? The suffix is this a. Correct? Now what we will do? Now again we will check for this condition. Is our s of start less than s of n? So where is start? Start is pointing at this b. And where is end? End is pointing at this b, right? So this is our start, this is our end. I'm going to write s and e here. I'm not writing start and end because there is no more space. So now we'll check, is start less than end? So yeah, start is less than end. And then is s of start equals to s of end? So s of start is b and s of end is also b. So they are equal. So what are we going to do? We are going to store the current character. So what is the current character? Current character is b. So what we'll have over here? We will have now b. Now what we'll check? So we'll check, is s of start equals to current? So s of start is b. Is b equals to b? So yeah, b is equals to b. So what we'll do, we'll simply increment our start pointer. So our start pointer will now point over here. Now again we are going to check, is s of start equals to current? So at s of start we have c. So is c equals to this b? No. So we'll come out of this while loop. Now what we'll do, we'll check for this while loop. So is s of end equals to current? What is s of end? S of end is b. So is b equals to b? So yeah, it's true. So we are going to decrement the end. So now our end will point at a. Now we'll again check, is s of end equals to current? So what is s of end? S of end is a. So is this a equals to this b? No. So I'll come out of this while loop. And now again what we'll check? We'll check this condition. That is start less than end. So start is less than end. Is s of start equals to s of end? So s of start is what? It's c. S of end is what? It's a. So is start, s of start equals to s of end? No, they are not equal. They are not equal, right? We have not got the similar ends, right? What was the condition? We were supposed to delete until we get similar ends, right? The moment we will get an ends which are not similar, we will simply return the length of the string, right? So what is the length of the string? So where is our start pointer? Start pointer is pointing at this c and the end pointer is pointing at this a. So this is the resultant string. So what would be its length? Its length is 1, 2, 3. And how are we going to find this length? So if we will index it, so this is the 0th index, this is the 1, second index, third index, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So what is the index for this a? Where is this end pointing? End is at the 5th index. Where is the start pointer? The start pointer is present at the 3rd index. So it would be 5 minus 3 plus 1, which is nothing but 3. And 3 is the answer. So how are we going to find the length? We are going to find the length by writing end minus start plus 1. And in this case, the end was 5, the start was 3, and we are going to add a 1. So we'll be getting 3 as the answer. So I hope this is clear to you all. Additionally, I hope it's clear that why we are keeping track of the current, right? Because we were supposed to find a prefix. Like when we are going to find a prefix, then all the characters of the prefix should be same, right? So for that reason, we are going to keep track of the current. And similarly for suffix, all the character of suffix should have been same, right? So for that particular reason, we are using this current so as to ensure that whatever the value present at the start is, it's equal to the same current value, right? The value which we had initially taken in our prefix. So we are going to take it in our prefix only when it's equal to our current value, right? So now let's quickly code this. We will start on by taking two variables, start and end. Start would be initially 0 and end would be s dot size minus 1. because we are using start to keep track of the prefix and we are using end to keep track of the suffix, correct? And after that, what we have to do is what we were doing is until start is less than end, and then value of start is equals to value of end, right? So what does it means? It means that we are going to run a while loop such that start is less than end, and the value of start is equals to the value of end. Then what are we going to do? We are first going to take this current. And what is this current? This current is s of start. You can also take this current as s of end because both the values at start and end are same. So you can take this as s of start, or you can also take this as s of end. And why are we using this current? We are using this current so as to ensure that all the characters which we are taking in our prefix or in suffix are same as this current, right? Now after that, what we have to do? While s of start is equals to current, what we were doing? We were incrementing start. And while s of end was equals to current, what we were doing is we were decrementing end, right? Now we have to add one more check over here, that is start should be less than equal to end, right? And additionally, we have to add one more check over here, which is end should be greater than start, correct? And finally, what we were doing is we were returning n minus start plus 1, because how are we going to find the length? We were using n minus start plus 1 to find the length, right? And now let's run this. So it's giving us the correct answer. Let's submit it. So it got accepted. Now talking about the time complexity and the space complexity. So the time complexity would be order of n. Why? Because here you can see that our start pointer is moving from the left side of the string towards the right side of the string, and the end pointer is moving from the right side towards the left side of the string, right? And both of them are traversing, like the start pointer is traversing up to the half of this given string. Say for example, it's traversing up to n by 2, and the end is also traversing up to n by 2. Then in total we are going to traverse the entire string, right? We are using the start and this end pointer to traverse this entire string, as the start is moving from left to right and the end is moving from right to left. So the total time complexity would be order of n, because we are going to iterate over the complete string. And the space complexity is order of 1. Why? Because we are not using any extra space complexity from our end. So that's all about today's daily LeetCode challenge. Thank you.